they're going to lose their fucking minds by the time we get to the election.
Oh, correct. So the average person isn't going to avoid getting sucked in. So let's start there. Your audience, how do they avoid getting sucked in? I will say this is where you have to understand what your own belief system is, your own value system is, and most importantly, where you're trying to navigate to. So as a content creator, the thing that anchors me constantly is I'm trying to empower people. So no matter what I do, no matter what I'm talking about, if I'm not making people's lives better as I define it, which is human flourishing, then I'm just being a money hungry asshole. So I really hold myself accountable to that. Now, if I see something, though, that scares me, because one thing that people will criticize me of is I'm like, hey, everybody, we really need to be thoughtful. We need to find a way to bring each other together, to unify, to lower the rhetoric. And then I'll headline a YouTube thing, I think we're marching closer to civil war. Now, I say I think we're marching closer to civil war because I think we're marching closer to civil war. So it's like, I'm not trying to be sensational. I am trying to tell you, I actually think this is a real thing. Now, I'm not a moron. I understand that if I give you the razor's edge, the sharpest thing that I believe in the headline and thumbnail, then I'm more likely to get you in. So yes, I'm doing that knowingly. So it is very much a tactic, but I'm going to get you in with something I believe. I'm not saying bullshit just to get you in. I'm telling you a thing that I believe, but I'm telling you the juiciest, punchiest thing that I believe. I'm getting you in, and now I'm going to hopefully model for people a way to think about these divisive times that is useful in terms of marching us towards human flourishing. But understanding that we are living through a consequential moment, I think is important. And when those criticisms come and it's like people, they just want you to talk about it like it's not consequential. It's like, no, the solutions need to be real. The solutions need to work both on paper and in reality. But when something's consequential, I'm going to talk about it as if it's consequential.
But is it consequential, or are we being told it? Is that a narrative in itself? Yeah. Does the average American, want to fight with the average American? Or is this what we're being told? It's another hard thing to separate. Signal from noise is really difficult. Is it the most consequential election? I don't even know. I mean, I'm just honest with myself, is half the times I don't even know anymore. Anything I read, anybody's opinion, I just have to discount it as like, I don't know. What makes you think it's so consequential?
Well, so one, I will say I didn't use the word so consequential. It is consequential. So what makes me confident that it is consequential is that, here's the secret of secrets. So I believe that we live in a deterministic universe. I don't believe any of us have free will, but I do believe that even an automata will respond to ideas because that's how we're designed. So I think people should act as if they have agency, because whether or not the things that I'm telling you now, I could have possibly made any other decision, it almost doesn't matter. The reality is, if I put out a better idea, then we can move people in a better direction. Now, the reason I believe that it's consequential is I can feel directionally that we are moving at an accelerating pace towards fragmentation. Now, I've got a whole thesis as to why I think that, but I will simply say, think of social media and how many narrow niches people now fall into. Now, if that's already got you worried, you need, just look at the rates of depression and anxiety in young kids. It has not yet led us anywhere that is universally positive. So there's certainly these downsides, but we know that people are falling into these more and more narrow tribes. And if it is true that you get a war when a setup works for one group but not another, and the very thing that makes that moment snap is debt and a rising superpower, then it does not take a genius to go, oh, wow, the table is set for this moment to matter. Now, I don't know if this moment matters in this election or 50 years from now, but I know that if you look back in history, every single empire has collapsed. They collapse in super similar ways, and the stage is poised.
We hope you enjoyed the video. At Real Vision, we help you understand the complex world of finance, business, and the global economy with in-depth analysis from real experts. Join the revolution at realvision.com.